Hey, you guys. Okay, you guys, I had to declare myself the Fussy Cut Queen. And before I go any further, hello, all. This is Miss D at D Special Things. All right, you guys, I had to declare myself the Fussy Cut Queen. All right, you guys, and I actually really mean that I am actually the Fussy Cut Queen. I don't care what anybody else profess. I am the Fussy Cut Queen, you guys. Okay, I have this down pat. I think I showed you all before these collage kits that Diane Reevely came out with. I think it's this year. This is 2020. Yes, it is. Um, and she had a collage set one and a set two, and they had all these paper cuts, and then they had all of these. A lot, huh? And they came on, I guess this size paper is like an 8.5 by 11. You guys, I cut. Can you see all of this? Can I show you guys all of this? These are the large pieces. OMG. I am done with cutting them out. If I could just show you, let me show you the smaller ones though, because that is what I'm cutting right now. Tell me I'm not the fussy cutting queen. Yes, I am. I know. I'm really excited about this because these are the pages that I have left. These were in each of these sets, you get 18, is it? You get, wow, 24 image sheets on high quality white paper, 18 pages of full size images, and 8 pages of half size images, so that you can also use them on your ATCs or whatever. I'm going to show you something I'm doing also, and I'm using these pieces. I'm actually, yeah, I'll show you how I'm going to decorate it. But anyway, you guys, these are the smaller sheets that I have left. And these are all the little teeny pieces that I have cut out. Now, tell me, I am not the fussy cutting queen. Now, if you think you're the fussy cut queen, I tell you what, because I've claimed it. After this, I've claimed it. This much in a couple of sittings. Yes, and the thing about it is challenge yourself to show me that you are the queen. And if you're not the queen, then at least you got all your pieces cut out, right? Because I think I got this one. Yeah, and this is so stress free. This is, oh my gosh, I had the greatest time just sitting there with hubby watching TV. I cut all these little pieces down like this first, so while I'm sitting there talking to them, I have a whole bunch of them. I have one of these little boxes, and I'll put the ones that I've cut already in here, and the scrap pieces I'll put over there. So it's really trash. I could throw that whole box out. But yeah, and I like to cut them down just like I would use them in the on whatever I'm going to use them on. I don't want to go back and still have to cut fussy cut. So I'll just totally do that. But yes, I am the fussy cutting queen. And I am actually going to, someone is calling me, but my phone is in there. Um, I am actually taking some of these pieces right here. And see, you see, those are the round pieces that came in those packs or stacks or collection kit, whatever you're going to call it. And what I'm going to do is put that piece up there. And then I should use my tiny attacher, but I don't know where it is right now. I'm just going to staple the top so that that piece is on there, that piece on the back. Okay. I am actually doing a Rolodex, and I haven't finished it because so far I'm actually using Diane Reevely paints and such on it. And I am dabbing it on. I think I'm using, oh, I used a sponge, and I used a what kind of sponge? You know, it's like a seafoam sponge, yeah. And it really holds on to Diane's paint, and it covers really well. So I wanted to do that, but you could do it with the images too. You just put a circle behind so that you can actually still lay this on it and put it between your pages, and it acts as decorations. Yeah. And you could do that until you actually get all of your Memorex cards or Rolodex cards or whatever in here, and it'll actually give you some decorations that you could use. Let me do it with these two pieces, these two images. I'm just going to take them and I'm putting them head to head. And I'm going to stamp the top of this. I fold this piece up, right? You just need a tab for it to fit in. And you just put it in one of the pages and you have tabs, but you also have decorations for your Rolodex book that you're making. Yeah, so okay, and let's see, something else I was going to show you that I'm doing with my books, but I am actually using my Diane Reevely Black Art Journal. Yes, so um that I'll have to come back and show you. I have been doodling in my book, and I know I keep coming back to this doodle page. Ooh, there's another one of um her pieces, yeah. So I actually take, do the Posca, these pages. Now, this right here is not done for me yet because I want to go back in, and I told you all I do use the Posca pens and the Uniball. Let's see, this right here. I use the white Uniball pen. I swear by this pen. I use it all the time. Now, if you write on it on top of other paint or something wet, you are going to clog it, and sometimes it just never starts up again. So just avoid writing on wet stuff or stuff that could easily pick up. Um, I did this page, and at first I wanted a red dot on every one of my pages, and not so much. So I made it a splatter, and I want to keep it there because these are hearts. And for me, it means that these hearts would have been red. This is red paint. Yes, I would have painted these red. I think what I'm going to do, and you probably have to come back to see, I have an idea. Yes, and I think it's going to be relative to this red spot right here. But yeah, once I finish the pages, I'll probably see how well this look if I go and highlight some more of those bigger or the hearts on there. And I told you I use my Posca pens. Well, I have colors. I have every size they have. Okay. This is, I don't even think, the largest Posca pen that they sell. This one is, I don't even know, a 15 millimeter. I have all the different colors of this. This literally feels like a bottle of paint. And as you can see, I've never used this one because I have a box of them. The chisel is huge, so I don't find myself using it in stuff like this, books like this a whole lot. So, but this one is a favorite size of mine, and it is the 8.0 millimeter one. Let me show you how the size of that chisel. It is pretty big, but sometimes you might want that size just so that you can do deeper etchings or sort. Yeah, and then let's see, what's another size? That's a craft smart. Here's a size, and this is what size? Y'all get my drift, right? I don't even know what size. I think there are 7 sizes, if you could see that nib. Yes, so what I'll do before I actually call this page finished is I'll go back in here one last time with my Posca pens, and I'll just highlight this one. Look how small that nib is. Oops, where am I? Right here. Yeah. I don't know if it ever focused, but that one is pretty small. And then, let me see. Is this one even smaller? I don't know, but I think there are about 7 sizes this size, but I do know they also have brush pens too. So I'm not exactly sure about how many different sizes of these that they have, but I know they have a variety of them, and it really helps me do the white pages. Um, but this is my best friend when I'm doing the white pages, and my stencils are the absolute best. Now, somebody did tell me that they hate painting and they don't like doing that. I think I want color on this page. They don't like using the paint because it's messy. But if I could actually show you how not messy painting is. And you can actually do all of your backgrounds and stuff. And it's not really a messy, if you just keep it down to uh, a few steps. Now I'm going to show you what I did because somebody else wanted me to doodle and show them how to doodle. And I said, okay. But I'm literally just um, doodling. I promise you it's a doodle. Like for instance, if I wanted to start here now, and then too, I did go back and I looked at a lot of Diane's pages to see if she got that same smudge on her page as I did. Now, this same smudge was on this page when I started, just as it was on these pages. But here's the secret to this. The more you cover, the more you color in, the more doodads you do over top of it. When you finish it, you're not going to see those smudges. This has smudges too. Um, I haven't even finished this. I was coming up with different ideas to put in the little blocks or the circles or how they doodle. Okay, this is what I do, you guys. Let's see. Sometimes I forget. So I'll make little squares and I'll put as many of the designs as I remember to put in there. So when I start doodling, that's a whole different thing. When I start doodling, I could just look at that page and kind of say, okay, I think I just want a bunch of little triangles in this one. Whatever you want to call them. And the more you look at it, the more you could see, no, it's not done. Maybe I ought to put some more in there. It doesn't look like it. Looks like a lot of spaces. So I might think it looked better with a few dots in there too. And you just keep looking. I promise you, by the time you finish with your page, if you don't decide what you want, if you want all circles, dots and circles, and then as you do them, you just keep adding your little examples. So one day when you want to do something, you could say, you know what? I'm going to put little squares in each one of these corners. Maybe that's where you want to start with that. And then later on, you might come back to it and say, okay, that's okay, but it needs something else. And you might add some dots and dashes, but you just keep doing that. And as you do different designs, you just take little blocks, add them. After I do this whole page, I will come back and actually add some more dots with some of the other designs in it. Yeah. Like the bold lines and the little lines. And you just keep doing it until you actually end up with the pattern. Now, I started off with the stencil in the middle. I had to go back with a black pen and go over some of this stuff as I am doing with this page right here. I'm going back over it with this large pen over the circles, and I'll probably clean up a lot of the lines and stuff on there. So I'll know when I'm done with that right there. I tried this with the gold pen, and it is the, let's see, Uniball gold pen. Do I have one in here? I don't think I have one right beside it, but it's just like this, and you picks up so much color. Um, but then again, too, I have to go back over it. Oops, I don't know why my camera is acting up, you guys. Okay, let's see. Okay. I can't explain that blinking. Wow. Let's see. Maybe the sound is up too loud. I don't know. Let's try this. Okay, I think I'm going to stop this video here because you can see what it's doing, and I'll come back. It's always something, isn't it? And I don't even know if this one is going to load. So yeah, this is actually, wow. Okay, you guys, I'm going to have to stop this video here. Leave comments if you have any comments, if you want to ask me any questions about um, this right here. I have to go and see what's going on with my video, and I'll come back and talk to you again. All right, thanks for watching, you guys.